Welcome, welcome. Welcome CVP from the southeast. Get started in a little bit. I enjoy the evening shows, but Becky's always with her mom in the evening, so we are trying these to have all our shows right now be Friday noon shows until further notice. So hopefully the people that could only watch in the evening are able to at some point see a replay of them. Welcome, Diane. Just give people another minute or two to join in. It's only 12:01 here. So we'll give people a few more minutes to join in. It is, after all, Friday. Welcome, Pat, from the Northwoods of Wisconsin. Maybe everyone's at lunch today. Welcome, Claire. Thank you for joining us. We are going to get started soon. Well, let's just hope that people start joining in. We are coming to you live from historic downtown Stoughton. It's the Ed and Becky Show. My name is Ed. Say hi, Becky.
Hi,
Becky says hi in a soft tone. She's back for her first show since February 12th, and we're so glad to have her. This is also our 6th anniversary of doing Facebook Live shows. And we are so grateful for these 6 years and all the folks that have joined us over the years. So today we have a fun show. We're selling strands and then just a few fun things at the end of the show. Some very unique strands. I tried to pick strands that we haven't had on other shows or haven't even had in our store in some cases. And we found a Tucson seller that happened to be in Omaha and that has a good reputation and gave us good prices. So we thought we'll just right away turn those into a show and pass those good prices on to you. So today's show is strands. Everything is automatically 10% off the price you're going to see, and it takes very little bit to get over 20 or even up to 30% off if you're one of our designers. Or have a special, code with us. You can get the better of that or the show discount, but not both. And again, if you're over $50 net order, your shipping is free. If you've done this before, you don't need any coaching. Yeah, we just show you stuff and you comment sold, lot number, and how many you want. So we always assume your default quantity is 1 unless you tell us otherwise. And if you're new to the show, we just need to know how to send you a secure click and pay invoice via email at the end of the show. So we need your email. So that's why if you're a first-time shopper, send us your email to Becky at Diakonos Designs. Welcome Bradley, Julie, and Kelly. And now we've actually got a party going on. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. We got 30 lots of strands today. We've never had 4mm sodalite in our history that I can recall, and we got some 15-inch strand of rounds for $16. So 15 inches, and you're getting about 6 beads to the inch. So you're getting 90 beads for $16. And again, automatically 1440 can be as low as 1120, depending on if you're buying a lot. So, and I know some of the folks on like to buy a lot. So, lovely 4mm sodalite. If you likes your blue, it's a very denim-y look. You can make fun little earrings with that. Lots 2 and 3 are Imperial Jasper. And Imperial Jasper, every time we have it in the store, it flies. Every time we have it in the store, it flies. And some people call this Aquamarine Jasper. It's got some different names. Oops, I got my hand in the way here. We've got 8mm and also 6mm. So we got 8mm and 6mm. These are also 15-inch strands. Just super lovely and yummy baby blues mixed with all kinds of striations of color to them. And again, the first time we ever found these was in the 2018 when we were down there, when I was down shopping with Becky, and we brought 20 strands back for a pre-sale show with some of our designers, and all 20 strands sold during that pre-sale show. And I was like, dang, I should have brought more. And then every time I've found some since, we always try to get some, and it always seems to go. So lot number 3 is the same as lot number 2. It's actually a little bit cheaper, $15. 6mm. Again, a 15-inch 6mm rounds. We have a 15-inch strands of those. 8 and 6mm are kind of those workhorse sizes. They go with great for bracelets, great for necklaces, not too heavy for earrings. Hope the camera's doing those justice, just with the fun little striations in there. Very lovely, very oriental looking. I think that's where it gets its name, Imperial Jasper. Lot 4 is Ocean Jasper. Ocean Jasper, 15-inch strand of 6mm rounds for $20. And again, we just have 8 of these. And definitely a wide, with Ocean Jasper, you get probably every color on the planet. You get a lot of, I'm trying to think of some here, you can kind of see some where you can kind of see almost like the sedimenty type vibe in the stone. It's, if you look at them, if you look at each individual stone carefully, kind of there's a lot coming up of Botswana agate, and every single bead is like a masterpiece, just with all the marbling going on. So anyway, that's lot number 4, Ocean Jasper, $20. This next one I'm really excited about your guys' reaction to. I'm really excited to we've never had this stone in our history. It's called Arusha. and it's 2mm faceted, 2mm faceted rounds, 16-inch strands. So Arusha comes from Tanzania. Oh, and by the way, these are just $15 a strand, and we do have 14 of those available. So it comes from a single mine in Tanzania, and actually Arusha is the name of the city, nearby city to where this mine is. It is a relative of sunstone and beryl, B-E-R-Y-L. It's a relative of both of those. And it just, it was just so lovely that I bought, I bought everything that the bead seller had. So we do have 14 of these strands. Again, they are just $15. And if you've said to, you know, I've always wanted to have Arusha or wonder what Arusha is, now you know. And again, we only have them in this one size. And again, it's a 2mm faceted. So again, great for, you know, dainty bits of color and accent in your designs. Lot number 6 is red coral. The dye is obviously it's dyed, but it's heat, must be heat treated because the dye. We tried everything possible to try to see if this was a inexpensive coral where the dye comes off, and given the price, I didn't expect it to, and so this is super well made, super uniform. These are 4x8, kind of like rice tubes. So again, you're getting about 50 of these beads for 25 bucks. And so if you likes yourself some bright red red rice dyed coral, we do have a dozen strands of that for $25. Diane's loving the coral. Thank you, Diane. I saw Bradley's loving the Arusha. Glad to see that we're selling a few things. Always good to have people enjoying what we're putting forward. All right. Lot number 6. Lot number 7. I've got 2 expensive strands in this show, and they are back to back. Question?
I'm just going to check and see what you're seeing, because I'm not seeing anything at all.
You're not seeing the comments?
No. I saw the first one, but...
Well, then we gotta stop and just, refresh your screen. Hang on, Becky's not seeing the comments. So we just gotta pause for a second. While we're pausing, I can go slowly talk about this. We got 2 $35 strands. One is some green opal, one is some Botswana agate, and they are insanely gorgeous. This is a faceted hishi. I mean, you just never see a faceted hishi, and this is 2mm by 5mm green opal, and in a faceted hishi. I mean, just like a dozen cuts on each individual bead. Think of all the work that went into these. So again, at 10% off, it's $31.50. And yeah, when Becky gets caught up, I'll let her know to add a second strand of Arusha to yours, Bradley.
works for something, but it's not working in Facebook. See what I mean? Which is just weird. I mean, so now I'm completely hung. I can't even. You're gonna do something. Alright, so I have.
Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. It's just going to take Becky a minute to get caught up. So while we're still on lot 7, once we return, looking ahead, the good Lord willing, in 2 weeks on May 8th, we're going to do a super sale jewelry. And 2 weeks after that, 4 weeks from today, we're going to do super sale components. That's where we have all kinds of different unusual things, and typically in where most lots are $3 to $10, and that's always a fun show. So we got those planned again. Planning is as much as we can do at this point to make sure that we. But always so kind of keeping it. We'll always kind of let people know on our Facebook page and Facebook Live page if there are changes to our schedule. All right. So yeah, Becky wasn't seeing the comments, and so you weren't getting your sales checked, and you got Bradley now with 2 Arusha. Yeah.
So you have a count. All I have interesting is just
right after
for lot 5 and no other comments.
Well, so you clicked the Diane for lot 6.
Yeah.
And then there was a Lauren Rachelson is watching, and then Bradley and Duck, could you make the Arusha too?
Nope, I don't have that, and I don't have Lauren Richardson either.
All right.
So I'm going to refresh this one more time.
All right.
None of that's showing up, which is just.
All right. So, alrighty. Lot 8 is the Botswana agate. And this, $35, see 16-inch, 6mm round strands. Again, it's like every one of these single beads is like a Jupiter. I mean, there's just rich, rich lines like sardonyx, or it's every single bead is a masterpiece on these. And same thing, I couldn't leave without them. They are so lovely, and it's some of the nicest. We've had Botswana agate before, but it tends to go pretty fast because people seek it out and love it. So I see that you click Bradley Ann, and maybe you don't get those watching things on yours.
No, I don't. All right, so that is the last comment.
So the last comment is Bradley Ann, yep. Someone comment hello just to make sure we know that the comments are working. But anyway. Lot 9 is moss agate, only $15 for some very there you go. Thanks, Diane, for pinging us. This is some lovely, thanks, Bradley. This is some lovely 6mm round moss agate, $15 a strand. So again, you're getting about 60 beads for 15 bucks, about a quarter. You're paying just about 25 cents a bead. A lovely variety of greens. And just a lovely variety of greens in this moss agate. We currently did not have any moss agate in our store because someone had asked for it about 3 weeks ago, and I thought for sure we had some, but only to find out we didn't. Anyway, so now we have moss agate. Welcome, Marla. So that's lot number 9. Lot number 10 is something called rainbow stone. It is a man-made stone, but it acts differently than crystal. So this is this gentleman called it rainbow stone. We have just 7 of these. They're 14-inch strands, 6mm. And I'm hoping to God the lighting and the, it almost has the, it has the feel of like moonstone in that it just throws a ton of light and looks like it's glowing from the inside out. Far different. You're going to see some aurora borealis crystals later on in the show, and this is just I had never seen anything exactly like this. So I think you will love, and this is again lot number 10. Lot number 9 was the moss agate, and this is lot number 10, the rainbow stone. All right, lot number 11 is some turquoise nuggets. These are, we've had different nuggety strands on, and these can vary all the way up to 12mm. Most of the smallest on this, these are nuggets, irregular nuggets. The smallest is typically 6mm, the largest is 12. And again, some of these skew more blue or more green. If you definitely want to a strand that skews a bit more blue or more green, just note that in the comments as well. And $24, and just super lovely 16-inch strands here, so you can kind of see all the variety. Lot 11. Lot 12 is we got some oxbone, and you're like, Ed, oxbone? And it's like, yeah, look at this. So this is a pretty perfect 2.5 by 6mm hishi, kind of like a hockey puck, 14-inch strand. So it's if anything, it's got like a purplish, lavenderish hue to it, but very dark as well. And so it's as a bead, it's lovely, but it's just kind of interesting that it's kind of curious that it also is oxbone, which is common overseas. They make beads out of everything. They make up stuff out of horn and bone and all kinds of stuff, but out of shells. This is quite lovely. So that's $25 a strand. Lot 13 is white onyx. That sounds almost like an oxymoron, because everyone's used to black onyx, but there is something called white onyx. And this, it wasn't until I was prepping for the show that I realized that this actually has these are actually faceted rounds. 6mm faceted rounds, only $12. But so if you need yourself a perfect white stone, these are all just like perfect. There's no variance in the whiteness. They're just all lovely white faceted they're faceted white onyx, you know. So $12 a strand, you can't go wrong. Lot 13. Again, you're already at $10.80 with the 10% off, and you can be at 30% off. You're down to $8.40. $8.40 for these. So keep that in mind. These next two lots were also something I was so excited. I had a lot of, actually I have a lot of different strands that I was very excited to get. And this one's got a low quantity alert. So lots 14 and 15 are white African opal. White African opal. Each lot is also $25. The 6mm I only have 3 of. So make note of that, Becky. I only have 3 of these white African opal. I got a ton of, I think I got a dozen of the 8mm. But it was just a very, again, we currently don't have any white African opal in our store. And I just thought it was, you know, very, very lovely. And I thought you guys would enjoy it as well. And again, lot 15 is lot 15 is the 8mm. I guess I have 14 strands of that, 15-inch strands. So you're getting about 45 beads for $25. Right around 50 cents a bead. So yeah, there's some, I just love it. There was some, you know, creamy yellows, there's lavenders, there's some whites, some browns, some grays, a lot of striated beads in these. I just thought they were super lovely, $25. And I'm just gonna move some of these trays out of the way, and so that make room for the next trays. Lot 16. All right, thank you, Diane. Lot 16 is another one of the funnest ones. I had these are some 6mm by 8mm faceted crystal rondelles, and they have so many faces on them in the faceting that the bead sellers called them pumpkins. And I wasn't sure if that was an industry term. But these are 18-inch strands. So not just, you know, some of these strands have been 15 inches. Well, these are 18-inch strands. And again, they shoot so much light. It's just crazy. If you loves the bling, if you loves the lights. These are, again, as I rotate these, you can kind of see just how many faces there are on a single bead. I'm looking at one right in the center of the lot. Pat's loving the bling. Thank you, Pat. We'll make sure you get some. Yeah. Bradley likes the bling. We got lots of bling coming up. 17's kind of more of a whimsical, inexpensive strand. We have 10 of these. We have what they called color agate. And it's just basically a variety of different agates in different colors. 6mm rounds, 14-inch strand. So you can kind of see what's going on here. It's almost like a pack of Crayolas, a little bit of everything. So with one strand, you can restock your little individual bead bin of about 8 different colors. Here you got everything in the rainbow, plus some clears and some blacks, and some that have a little bit of marbling to them. But just kind of a general workhorse agates. And that's lot 17. Again, about 56 beads for $15. Can't go wrong. Lots 18 and 19 are sister lots. They are fire agate, 10mm fire agate. 10mm, and they are faceted rounds. These have a zillion facets, like a golf ball. So this fire agate is, and these are both 14-inch strands, both $25. The other one's kind of a brownish amberish. The other one's kind of a brownish amberish. And I know my lovely wife says never buy 10mm because people love the 6 and the 8mm, but these were just so yummy at 10mm. I think you can put a nice bead cap on these. But the combination of, it's, they call it fire agate. I would probably call it crackle agate. But it's just so crackly beautiful. And with all those faceting, I think you're seeing it's catching a lot of light. So I just thought you all might enjoy that as well. And just a beautiful oceany green. So 19 is the sister lot, and again, that's these guys called the first lot green fire agate. They just called this one fire agate. So I'm calling it just fire agate. We have 8 of these available. 10mm faceted rounds on a 14-inch strand. So we can do some math. You're getting about 35 beads for $25. And again, you're paying at least only $22.50. You could be paying as little as $17.50 for these, depending on how much you buy. Yeah, so kind of all of the, definitely earth tones, warm tones versus cool tones in this, but extra lovely. Lot 20 is from here on out of the show, we only have $6 and $8 lots. From here on out, we only have $6 and $8 lots. So these are some peacock-esque, peacock/silver pearls, only $6. These are 6x9mm irregulars, but not too full of lines and not too wonky. I mean, they all have their wonk to them, but for $6, it's just a fun little workhorse, full 16-inch strand of pearls for where you can't go wrong. We did have these, I believe, got these in 2023 in Tucson, and did have those on a previous show as well. But I just found these hiding behind a whole bunch of other strands and thought I should bring them out. So that is lot 20. All right. So we got a lot of sparkle in these final lots. I'll show you. This is going to be, so we've got a lot of these crystal plated metal, or metal plated crystal, or, electroplated crystal. Or in some cases, we got an AB crystal. This whole tray is $8 a strand, but you can kind of see we got gold and silver and AB and purple and blue. And then the final 5 lots are kind of in the same boat. These are only $6 strands, if you can believe it or not. We got the same silver, blue, and gold, but then we got 2 different sizes and colorways of like rainbow crystal. So again, lots of fun stuff coming up at either $8 or $6, and I just wanted you to see what was coming up so you can plan accordingly. These, there is an influencer that has these on her exact strands pretty much on her website at $12 a strand, and you have to buy 10 or more to get them down to $9 a strand. We have them at $6 and $8, and so these I just absolutely fell in love with. These are a 3mm by 4mm faceted bicone. 3mm by 4mm faceted bicone. And these are glass crystal with an AB coating. Glass crystal with an AB coating. At $8, again, you're getting, what are we getting? We're getting 8 to an inch. So you're getting 42, you're getting 112 of these crystals for $8. 112 of these crystals for $8. You can't go wrong. And they're faceted, and they just throw a mountain of light. And again, Pat is sticking with her bling theme. This might be the last clear bling that we have, Pat, but I'm glad you like these as well. Welcome, Carol. Lot 22. These are a bigger crystal, and just in a very deep purple. So this is a faceted, they're more of like a faceted bicone, 4x6mm, 14-inch strand. Again, just super yummy. These do have some weight to them. They are not metallized plastic. There's glass or crystal underneath, and again, with heat-treated electroplated coating, but just show a ton of light, and that is lot 22. Lot 23 is the same. I think these rest are all the same size, and this is just like a very bright silver, kind of like a rhodium-ish, on the rhodium-ish stainless steel type end of the silver spectrum. We do have plenty of strands of these. Again, I don't know if the camera is doing these justice of just how much light they're shooting, and just how lovely these are. But again, at $8, can't go wrong. 24 is a royal blue. Royal blue. crystal royal faceted 4x6 bicones, 14-inch strand. Thank you, Lauren. Lauren's loving the silver. This royal, I just thought would go good with a lot of different things. And a very rich gold. It feels like I'm Goldfinger from the James Bond movies. It's like, you know, I almost want to do like a Mr. T necklace and just put these all around my neck. And it's just so, you almost, you know, delicious. You want to take a knife and fork to these. They're so lovely. So anyway, that's lot 25. And then again, now the $6 lots, and then we got a few pendants and things at the end, and we'll get you on your way. So these are tinies, kind of like the Arusha. These are 2x3 millimeter faceted rondelles. 2x3 millimeter faceted rondelles of these are glass, a rainbow assortment of glass. But again, the way these are faceted, they just are acting like they are gemstones or crystal, you know, it's not a true rainbow, but a true variety of mostly cool colors. Again, you're getting a full 16-inch strand. So this you're getting 12.5 to the inch, so you're getting 25 times 8. You're getting 200 beads. 200 beads for $6. 200 beads for $6. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Lot 26. Lot 27 is its bigger cousin, in that it's a different rainbow. It is more of a true rainbow, and it's the larger size. This isn't the 4x6s. It's kind of right in between. It's a 3.5 millimeter by 5 millimeter faceted rondelle. But again, with how the glass is treated, it's just shimmers. It just shimmers and catches a lot of light. Again, just $6. You're now seeing pretty much every color represented. A lot of baby blue mixed in, but you've got reds, oranges, yellows, greens. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get, this is lot number 27, you can definitely get a rainbow thing going with everything you've got going here. And again, at 3.5, what is that? Not quite 8 times 16 is probably 120, 125 beads in the strand. $28 is similar in size to the Arusha and to lot 26, in that it's a 2x3 millimeter rondelle. 2x3 millimeter faceted rondelle, and it's this brilliant silver. This is more silver, again, where that other silver strand was a bit more rhodium-ish. This is a true brighter, slightly brighter than the other lot in terms of its silvernish, as they say. So again, closer to 200 beads here in this lot 28, if he likes the silver. we're going to introduce yet another size. This is 3.5 by 4.5. 3.5 by 4.5 faceted, and this is more of it's a different blue than the other blue that we had in the $8 strands. This is more of a sapphire blue, 3.5 by 4.5 faceted rondelles. Just trying to get the phone to find out where the focus is the best. Trying to find, where are you, focus? But just super yummy if he likes the blue. And oh, I gotta change the card. Lot 30, again, just like lot 25, a yummy, yummy gold. Again, this is 3.5 by 4.5, where that other gold was 4 by 6. This is 3.5 by 4.5. But again, a super rich gold, just golder than gold. You know, it's very yummy, very beautiful. And that's lot 30. Like I said, these, like, we really hadn't stocked anything like these last 10 lots. I don't think, you know, either ever or not for a long time. So I thought, well, good to see if there is a market for that. So lot 31 through 35 are some either pendants or charms. Or I should say the lots 31 and 32 are charms. Lot 33 through 35 are lockets. So lot 31 is, I don't know if you can see those down there. It's 4 different, here, let me get these in a little bowl. 4 different heart charms. They're about 12 by 15 millimeters. You get a 4-pack. We were selling these in the store for $2 each, but you get a 4-pack for $6. And again, they're already instantly $5.40. They could be as little as $4.20 for a 4-pack. And what can you do with these? You can make some lovely, you know, just use some simple shepherd's hooks, and you got yourself an instant pair of $15 earrings that you could, if you're selling jewelry or if you want to make some low, inexpensive gifts for your friends. So we have, again, a 4-pack of these for $6. 4-pack of these for $6. We also have them in gold. And I will show you, again, that was lot 31 for the silver and red. Lot 32 is the gold and crystal. Lot 32 is the gold and crystal. And again, we just have 8 lots of each of these. $6. And that's what the, again, the 12 millimeter tall by 15 wide. This is what the, looks like on a pair of earrings. So, lot 32, a 4-pack of golds. And if these don't sell out, we will probably put them on the web. Gotta make sure I put them back in the right bag, otherwise I'm gonna get stuff messed up here. Let me just fix lot 31 real quick. And then, so lot 33, I'm gonna pick your guys' brain. About 15 years ago, there was a home party concept that was kind of sweeping the nation, and it was called Origami Owl. don't know if everybody remembers origami owl, but this is a 30mm clear glass locket on 2 sides. And it's ours have a hinge on one side and a strong magnet clasp that you can kind of hear it close together. And again, you can put all your treasures in there. Some people would put birthstones of all their kids in there. But you can put whatever you want in there. You could put a photo. And again, you got a very nice large bail for putting your chain through. $14. We have 10 of these available. Silver, kind of a smooth silver finish. So thought you might enjoy those. 34 and 35 are a smaller 20 by 20 locket. 34 is silver, 35 is gold. 34 is silver, 35 is gold. We had been getting asked about lockets. These are more of a these have a strong, they're well connected. You pull, you got a hinge, you pull them apart, and then when you put them together, you will. Where am I going here? Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but you'll hear it kind of like it's more of a snap on these. It's not necessarily a magnet, but it's very strong because I have to use both thumbnails to open it, so you'll get a nice secure connection. So again, approximately 20 by 20 millimeters, $6 each. We have 10 of these available in silver. That's lot 34, and lot 35. We have 10 of these available in gold, in case you were looking for lockets. Again, we had so many requests for lockets recently, and had no lockets in the store. So, see if I can get that see if I can get you guys to hear the snap as it goes together. Doo doo doo. Yep. Did you hear that? Yep. So you just have to, it's going to be secure. I mean, you could keep something very precious in there and know that it's probably not going to fall out. So that is our show today. We thought we'd have did we finish on time? Oh, yes, yeah, we're well ahead of schedule. So again, we will have the replay available on our Facebook Live, our Facebook /Diakonos Designs page, and we'll. So if some of you can't get free during the day and are watching this later today, I don't think we sold out of anything. So you'll, if we do sell out, we'll post that with the video. But just know that you can shop this, and we'll have this video up at least through Sunday. And if you do, again, if you've ordered from us before, you don't need to do anything else. We have all your contact information. But if this is your first time, again, just go ahead and shoot us an email to Becky@diakonosdesigns.com. That'll give us your email and a way to contact you and send you a secure click and pay email invoice. Thank you all that joined us today, and thank you all that are watching us on the replay. And we, again, the good Lord willing, we hope to be here again in 2 weeks with super sale jewelry. So we'll sign off now and see you again soon. Thanks, everyone. God bless you.
Bye now.
Becky says bye.